I'm picking up cognitive dissonance. And some kind of system that these people have, especially with this AI shit. I will not entertain it. I would ban it all over the world if I could. I just was being shown that it's like very dangerous. This is how people are stealing other people's lives, several lives at a time, and going off and living as other people. It's like through a disguise. It's like a professional mask. Dude, I fell asleep. I woke up before midnight, probably like 10 something. Excuse me. I woke up at like 10 something. So I was there for like I fell asleep for like 2 hours. I woke up at like 10 something. And then I stayed up for a minute. I just didn't want to watch TV. I didn't want to do anything. So I just laid there, just thinking. And then I fell asleep again. And now I just woke up right now. But respectfully so, I was bombarded with a lot of stuff in my feed or whatever. And, I noticed something how people were like, I was just thinking how black people is the only ones that had to warn people that they don't play about their mama. Because I was seeing a whole bunch of that shit in my feed. And I'm like, what happened to somebody's mama? Well, shit, is I'm somebody's mama that something happened to? Or is this something happened to somebody's mama? Because, you know, the only people that feel like they had to warn people about, like, even family. And I feel like what I was picking up is somebody either claimed you as their family member and they're trying to show you that they will protect you. That's one scenario. And then there's somebody that could be hurt by you because of their AI antics or the way that they came on to someone. And these people could have something to do with playing a part in this big old Truman Show play with one person's life. So these is people that, whether they knew it or not, they was playing with a person's life. No matter how long they played the game, if they in or out now, they played with somebody's life. These are very supposedly intelligent people. They may be emotional, and that can be a bad combination. But I feel like what I'm hearing is that some of these people are, pretty intelligent people, or they were a part of a really intelligent, so-called intelligent takeover. And these people played with, they sat there, they knew, especially some of these people knew it was a woman that they were slowly dismantling this person that didn't have any, because these are the people that wanted to create something like this, where you wouldn't have anywhere to run to, even if there's a man that thought this is the best way to get a girl is to deteriorize and traumatize and take apart her life and then rebuild it with her. I don't know who would think that that was normal. That's why I feel like some of this shit is alien, part of invasion. Um, but we were getting that for like 3 years on this channel. Okay. Um, Now, maybe these people thought that you would never figure it out. Maybe they thought if you did, so what, you will be dead, or they can just get rid of you or something like this. But I just was getting a lot of threats like, oh, don't talk about this. Don't talk about my mama. I'll fuck you up. Or so I don't know what somebody did to somebody's mama. This is just a random, because I don't even feel like it's directed towards me. But I don't know. I just feel like in general, people are feeling some kind of way, or somebody could be showing you that they don't fuck around about you, or something like that. Okay, or somebody has done something to you already because they feel like you did or said something about their family. But what I was saying was, the other reason why I feel like I use the king can do no wrong. Now these people go around, they hang around with these people. Yeah, you the king. They let them wear the crowns. They let them act like whatever this is, and they can say the king can do no wrong, and I got immunity, or I could do whatever I want to do. I, on the other hand, it's like it's my kingdom, and they got me standing outside. Outside, people don't see me, or they don't want to see me as the queen, or they don't want to see me as something or whatever this is. So somebody wants me to do something reckless. So while I'm outside the walls, so that you get what I'm saying? mm Okay. Reckless is just surviving this shit, actually. But somebody wants to try to go on that side, use my shit, and then um lock me out and then have me struggle through life and kill through life so I could be a part of a secret society, bitch. But I'm really the only active thing. Whoever these people are, they're fake and they're phony. Whoever let them in is fake and phony. Whoever, you know what I'm saying? It'll be something like this, right? So some people will wait until they get some type of authority, but they want you to act on impulse. Yeah, it's a bunch of y'all getting picked for immunity. You're going to be able to go out and get a license to kill. Okay. Somebody got theirs that is signed by the president. I'm just making up some shit right now. You know what I'm saying? They're like, you got one too, dude. You got one too. You're like, all right. You start hanging around with these kids, these people. Yeah, yours just ain't came in yet. Yeah, yours just ain't came in yet. Don't trip. Don't trip. It's coming. Everybody killing. They want you to kill too. Bitch, nah. You already went and sat down with the government, with the head or the general or whatever this is, and they told y'all what your mission is. Bitch, didn't nobody tell me mine yet. So I'm not doing anything until I'm sure that that's what the fuck somebody tell me. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's trying to trick. I don't know. It's giving me Avatar when the little boy, those water people, the water people convinced, because I was getting that song yesterday, We Are Water, but I feel like somebody on some bullshit. Yeah, I know I'm half and half, bitch. Okay. But um the little boy was out there and they convinced him to come on play in the water. But somebody's fucking sinister though, dude. What I'm picking up. Somebody took somebody else's like spot. hmm And then put them in harm's way, and now they're sitting in that spot because wherever you are, this person want to be where you at. They want to be a part of the unit you own. This is somebody that just solely whether they hate you or they love you, somebody that's solely getting into some shit to fuck you up. I mean, Dr. just told you. It's really emotional at our age, even too. It really shows something. And like I said, especially when it comes to Stockholm syndrome, or sometimes we all know that we grew up and we feel like we have to have this loyalty to our mothers, and I think it shows. Nah, I can't tell you about nobody and their mama, so I'm not talking directly to nobody. But what I am saying is, and this goes any culture, any race, anywhere in the world, because everybody has their variable way of looking at things as well. In America or in the West, so-called West, they keep calling us that, but I just say in America, most 75% of Americans would look down upon someone who has who has had like, say somebody had 10 girls and the mother lined up each one of her daughters. I don't give a fuck if you calling it culture or whatever you talking about. Have lined up It's all six. Let's say she got six daughters. All six of them been sold off as a child bride at the age of 6, 8, 9 years old, kicking and screaming, tormented and all kind of shit on the way out the door. Number 6 child, you still in a situation where you having to sell your child off. And this is some people's reality. So I can't even imagine. But nobody can also discount the fact that something on a very stealth level has happened to women in America too. We have gone through something without really knowing to go. See, they had to do it real different in America. They had to almost do it stealth. Some of these places they call it culture. Some of this thing, but again, okay, let's go back to what we were saying. In 6 little girls, the same way, pissing on themselves, so scared, getting ripped away from your home. Now here, the age is 18, the parent is responsible. It ain't like that everywhere. But what I'm saying, your common sense or your common nature should be, and we would look at that person as a monster. In this country that looked at that something like that as being proud, that you know and still, or these are, I've seen where families are like, oh, we don't have no money right now, we got to sell one of the girls for a couple dollars, and you about to need money right back again, and you sent a human to sacrifice a child that you don't need to know the law. You don't need to have a law to know that 6 years old or 9 years old. And the way that this shit goes, it don't seem like it's natural, that it's not right. You don't need a culture or a law or your tradition or your religion to tell you when we watch these things on TV that, and there's little fires everywhere when it comes to allegedly, when it comes to the way that women are being ill treated. And then these men go around and be a part of this shit, stalking, hacking, doing all the shit, and then got the nerves to stand up and tell you some shit like, don't fuck around with my family, or don't fuck around with mine, or I'll do this, or I'll do that. Some of these people are inappropriately carrying around your name, your image, your honor. You don't even know these people, or you don't know you don't know the part of them that they're showing you. These, or people that been in a mob, or you got all these heads just because sneaky. I wanted to steal their stuff, mobbing and thugging and street dealing or whatever this is, and then to other people's mama, stealing people's ideas. I say ideas, identity, nationalities, doing this shit, heisting, doing all this stuff all this time, and then got the nerves to say, you better not touch mine. And their hands and their fingerprints is all over something. It baffles me, but it shows a little bit of something. Like there could be some type of, there's fearlessness, and then there's fear or concern, because we don't even have to point at each other and say, hey, you, or you. Excuse me. These are just general mind benders. Because I'm just telling you, some of these people's mothers deserve to be taken out back, like the men. Some of them, eh, eh, and some of these people know it. So many people know that they got beaten by their mama, busted lips, all this other stuff, but they'll be the ones out there like, you better not say nothing. It's like cognitive, it's like somebody is not, it's like a group of people that don't take responsibility for their actions, your actions, or something like this about this. Now, we're talking about for some of you guys that could be waking up and realizing, and you actually have physical proof or evidence or something like this that you can show or whatever. Because, yeah, my intuition is my intuition. Is supposed to kind of lead me or something like this. My intuition is not a spy guard. I mean, or it's not a spy intelligence something. Do you understand? Sometimes I feel like I'm something that hovers. I'm only supposed to see enough of this to see and then report. I've seen it's my job to see and report. There's something strange maybe going on at my neighbor's house, blah, blah, blah. Do you understand? It's not really my job. And people might say, oh, you a punk or something, because these are the people that got to show all the other street niggas in the block or the jail cell people that they're tough and will go shank somebody or some shit like this and get some more time in jail that they already in. You see what I'm saying? And then you have people say, oh, I don't fear nothing or whatever like this. It ain't even about fear. Anybody can do it. It's just like, did you hear what I just said? If I go up here, if I try to prove something to you, and I go over here and I shank this person, or I just break in their house in the middle of the night, yeah, these people, their family could be the people that's pretending to own the prison at the time. That motherfucker might get away with it, but somebody could just be convincing you, whispering in your ear to get you to do something, because you won't. Somebody could be trying to show you that the people that own this prison now is the prisoners. They didn't took it over. Or the people that own this place or this counties or whatever that we're talking about in this little world card energy, the ones that's owning it and the ones that's running it is two different motherfuckers. You know, my job is to hover and watch and point out, if somebody don't like that too damn bad. And it's not to go do the work of the police and knock on somebody's door. And even the police need a search warrant. How do I know they didn't plant these people there for me to go run right into a trap to knock on their door, and then you get what I'm saying, to knock, I mean, to break in their house and go poking around in their house and then fuck around and find out. A lot of people are getting set up, y'all. And I'm not saying somebody say, "Oh, you scary, bitch." Don't play with me. Don't even test me, because I'm not here for you to be tested by you. The point is, I'm not trying to prove shit to you. It's starting to feel like a gang initiated. Somebody is going through some kind of something process, bitch. No, I'm not. You could think that. I am who the fuck I said I am. When I woke up and opened up my eye or my eyes, or when I speak whatever I'm speaking, it's been this way. And me just being here still available to do anything because of what the calling was for these people to destroy me or my life is enough of a testimony. Okay, I don't have to do shit. I'm not, this ain't no fucking circus lion jumping through no motherfucking hoops. And I know that whatever this shit is illegitimate. A lot of people are talking to demons, is what I'm hearing. You're not talking to your fucking ancestors. Sorry. I tried to tell y'all a couple of years ago, but I didn't want to sound like a negative Nancy just because I felt like maybe in my situation alone, some ancestors wasn't shit. But I told y'all what I think the ancestors was. These are like they were some gatekeepers that favored people at certain times in their life or something like this. And they were the ones opening up them doors to other people's treasures for people to get. Some jealous, destructive, untamed, unhinged militia or group of people that normally these things start off of some type of trauma bonding or some type of I don't know. Hold on one second. What we're talking about is I don't know if there's something about emotional, because I'll be feeling like sometimes when they be trying to test me, it's like some kind of emotional test that I can look in the eyes and see on some of these people or something like this. And it's like most of the time they don't pass it. These are people that are still going off of emotions, or they could be very harmful. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that you should not maybe even fear these people. I'm just saying that a lot of this is trauma geared. People that didn't heal from something, that have positions of so-called power, um, things like that. Houdini husbands, people that can jump from skin to skin. Somebody, that's like you wake up and this ain't like you woke up and you found out somebody was wearing the same dress as you. You wake up and find out somebody that went and got their face done like you. You going to school with a bitch and she come pull up at school next day and she's starting to look like you, or she was like, oh, I just went and get my nose done or something. Damn, bitch, I didn't know you was gonna be coming back to school looking just the fuck like me. Like, and acting like the shit is just normal. Acting like something is just normal. Like, how dare somebody be a part of some kind of scheme in some type of way? Because when I was going to bed, I'm like, damn, God, I hope that I just hope that I don't, accidentally cross anyone that's been there for me or been down for me 100%. No switching up, not even for a second. It's hard to find that, and that's okay because I'm trying to be a hard to be in the circle with a motherfucker, and I gotta build it on something else other than some type of financial gain. Even if you came in through money and rose petals and shit at my feet, if whatever it is that you did has to measure up to me to have made sense at a certain, or it just ain't going, it wouldn't matter. I would just be starving and struggling and whatever like this because I'm not taking that with no nothing attached. So somebody can be out to dry. There could also be some people realizing something that happened to a mother, their mother, somebody that they looked at as a mother figure at some point in time. There could be some people upset about something like that. Because whatever this is foreign, like I told you, to America. Um, People keep trying to make this about something else. But maybe somebody got a new car or something, but maybe they got your old car with them. I don't know. It's also giving me this and energy, and then the African person, because somebody got something written wrong and they're trying to solidify it too. Like, no, we are foreigners or we are water or something. No, the fuck we're not. Because I feel like somebody's trying to be shady. This person maybe is multicultural, or they can go, they can travel from country to country or something with ease or something. And now they're claiming like we are something, while this person is making other moves that ain't nowhere similar to yours. Or this is somebody like, oh, no, accept me. Like in the Bible, he's like, I'm a visitor in this place just like you. And I'm like, who? Who? Like I said, this is somebody that's trying to give away, um, let's see, stock. Hold on one second. Oh shit. Okay. This is something like you may not be able to prove it, but this is somebody that's not by you or something. Like you don't know this person. They could live by you, but you don't know this person work for this organization. I'm telling you, somebody putting something in somebody's food to make them be, yeah, judgment. Somebody is piling on the meat or the weight, or somebody is heavyweight and challenging the status quo. And so people are trying to put, because this is significant to the angel blowing the horn, like, no, it's time for judgment on y'all. This is equivalent to that. But on here, we just got the lady on the scale with this meat. Somebody put a dress on her with all this extra meat. There's also somebody carrying the weight of the world on their shoulders, or the weight of a full slab or something. I don't know what this is. Also, somebody could have put this person up for judgment and try to put them into the den of I heard a video the other day, and it said something like, "Oh, I saw five lions, and then you." So this could be some Dubai stuff. Now, somebody could be trying to make somebody afraid to go to Dubai. Listen, the thing that I'm picking up on is somebody in Dubai could be hiding how powerful a woman was supposed to be and rich and everything like this in this area to change something that's going on there. That the reason why I don't give a fuck how luxurious and of a mirage it looks like. I feel also like Dubai could be a mindset or something where these people go meet in the 5D. But again, I digress. Um, if I'm my person, I'm telling you I don't want to go move somewhere. A lot of times I'm feeling like these people are trafficking people to these areas and then persecuting them. These people have to use bullying tactics, or this is somebody that will lure, that will kidnap you from your home, swap you out, take you to Dubai or somewhere else like this where you should not be at, American women. And I'm just sorry, until I'm not baiting. If you're going through a situation like me, you should not be going anywhere. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to tell you. But and it ain't even about the place really. It's about the fact that somebody is hunting people. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's not even like, oh, you shouldn't be scared to go places or something, because no, it's the concern is not even that. The concern is these are the signs that you're being hunted. Do you understand? Do you're not getting what I'm saying? These are the signs that's happening. Okay, so you know. In these situations, sometimes your mama wasn't there for you when you needed them to be in situations or whatever, but people be swear. I think it's a trauma frequency response, especially an adult life, to be like, you better not say shit about my mama, because who cares about anybody saying anything about anybody? Doing and saying is two different things. And if you are some big tough president or something, and it makes you feel better to watch little old me and wait for me to say something about you or your family for you to come over to me and hurt me or abuse me with military weapons, it's something wrong with you. I should be able to come on this thing and say Donald Trump's mama is a big meat fat head poop sack, and I don't have to worry about my life being touched. Do you understand? Do you understand? I should not have to worry about any of that shit. You're showing by even something coincidentally happening to that person. What you're showing me is that you're very unhinged, and you're very childish, and you're very triggered, and you're very disgruntled, and and you're disgruntled and you don't know how to you don't know anything about um you don't know anything about what is the word that I'm looking for? Um we was just talking about it all yesterday or the other day. Discipline, about discipline. Because again, the scientific fact that my channel only got 5,000 subscribers mean that you here because you already know who I am, or you was led here by some type of reason. And I have been talking kind of mean for about 2 years now. So if the old, it's not the old me, it's still here, but this is the in defense me. Okay. And 9 times out of 10, some of these people that surprised now, you had a part to do with why I had to be in defense with my sword in hand, red hot. So, do you understand what I'm saying? That's insanity. It's a popularity contest. It's something that I refuse. Excuse me. I refuse to join. Okay? I don't treat nobody or act like I'm better than nobody, but it ain't nobody else. And that's just what I said. So, um, somebody could definitely put extra weight on someone, meat or a meat suit, somebody else's name on you, somebody else's identity, somebody else would, um, I don't know, like with this hangman, this could be somebody that went to jail or something, and they putting a crime on you too. But there could have been a girl here in the background that got some money or something back in the day instead of me or you. They got this inheritance too. And then this person in imprisonment. So I was just thinking when I went to sleep, I said, what if they trying to, they kind of in a presidency or a government that is establishing a unit where people that you look at as nothing are at their homes in public everyday society in middle class so-called America, and you want us to look at TV and you're targeting us to watch a storyline knowing that you're talking about me, but I'm just somebody with 5,000 subscribers on YouTube that mind my fucking business otherwise, that talk about something that could be controversial in a way that could be controversial. And somebody's trying to intimidate me by putting on mainstream or viral news clippings that's going to go viral within, hours or days or something like this, that don't even have my name. Or this is like, I can see through the fact that y'all trying to say, oh, Gasolina went to jail and, whatever, went to jail, he died and whatever, or something like this. But this could be somebody's trying to, because somebody's not in a, some of these people that's like quiet and silent in them clips and videos and that on your wall and stuff like this, they were in some type of maximum strength prison. Mm. Yeah, somebody's not somebody's child. And this could even be shit with this Adele and this Sophia or whatever this is, this 23 and me. This could be, see, somebody ain't somebody's child. But if this father or somebody's father was taken years ago, somebody could have took these people instead of their child. Set up gates and bars. Somebody Gates is not somebody's child. Bars or this Gates person. I don't know. That's just a little side note. But But that just made me think about that. Um, because, you know, I was thinking in certain places and countries, most people don't mess with white people's mamas, but if they do, you know, you might get a Timothy McVeigh, or you might get, a situation that's a little bit, a lot, or, you know, they're not announcing it. You know what I'm saying? But black people be the main one to tell you about their mama, boy. You better not with my mama. But, you know, like I said, in some of these situations, these parents could be the ones that's putting us through these traumatic experiences. So each to each his own, but because I know that they have a simulation over my family for my children to not like me, or not want to tend to me, or um, you know, this kind of method where if somebody wants a French fry off of your plate, you after your mother has raised one, and you just know the difference. Like, because I can't stand my mom or something, but if I'm eating something and she come and get something on my plate or something like that, and I'm gonna want to kill my mom. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I know there's one thing with like my older daughter or whatever, or they're really, you could tell a lot about a person the way that they act with food. You could tell a lot about a person and maybe even a situation, you know what I'm saying, on how people act with food. Because I cook meals for my family every single day. Like, it's in the summertime, breakfast, lunch, my kids never went without food. Um, But I used to have times when, it's all those children or whatever, and I would ask my person to bring me something, like not even special, but like a catfish place, like a fried chicken and catfish dish. It's been a hard week. It's Friday. I want something good to eat. This is bitches is getting Gucci bags. You know what I'm saying? Um, Not to compare my situation to anybody else's, but my little sweet things, okay, back in the day, okay, my little sweet things was to bring me something good to eat home on Friday or something like that. Um, do you see what I'm saying? Um, And so my children would rally around me, and I'm like, y'all better leave me alone. This my stuff. I'm about to eat this food or whatever like this, and I'm about to have me a nice little taste of something. You know what I'm saying? And so other than that, they would already be fed or something. Y'all ate y'all whatever this is, and now I'm about to sit here, I'm about to eat this thing here. Okay. So, you know, that's something like that. But I was thinking, at least if somebody did put you in there with five lions, um, to get your ass whooped or something in the Coliseum, I'm guessing the fact that we talking right now mean that you made it the fuck out. But these people won't stop. Okay, the fact is your ass is out now. So, I mean, I guess somebody should be looking kind of stupid still. Okay. If somebody trying to claim that they've recorded you with a snuff film, right? So we got rich girl energy here. Somebody could be in imprisonment. So somebody else could have went to jail or something like this, but this would be two innocent people. I guess these people thought if they can get rid of these two people, Tyree and them, that they could steal this money or something like this. Because now I'm wondering if this Amira, a girl, could be the Gasolina, but they trying to pick me for something, or one of these other girls, or this Candelaria. Somebody is something here. gates and bars. Somebody else could be also allegedly behind bars right now, but some of these celebrities ain't behind bars. Like the one dude that got out of jail or whatever, and people was trying to give him some money or something like this. You know, yeah, let me come out there and get that or something. I don't know, because we was getting set up queens here. Like, you supposed to be the president. I'm supposed to take you seriously. And, because usually on a movie or something, what I'm saying? I'm thinking about like a comedy movie where the person is being chased down or whatever, and they see themselves on the news like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, oh no, hell no, 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 that ain't me. I wouldn't. Oh, and like a comedy movie. I'm saying like Martin or somebody in the movie, and then they name show up on the thing as like the most wanted or something like this. But like overnight, this could be 1,000 or 30,000 illegitimates getting pulled out of their spots. This could be us realizing that our government has been overran by a certain group, something like this. This could also be Stefan, the father of whatever 13. The Greens, the person could have took this money or did something here. This could also be same thing as like somebody killed a man over their child, wasn't even their child or something like this. Like, this could be back when me and Nina got that spanking at the Jackson house, and by my dad or whatever, and they didn't like that he spanked her. It was something that we was doing or something, and they didn't like that he spanked her. Something is telling me that something could have happened to my dad that early on, right? And this could have been like a stealing of a snatching of a throne or a crown or something like this. And instead of giving it to me at 12 years old, because this devil wanted me to be used in some type of way, they could have gave something to, they could have took my stuff and gave it to this 12-year-old or this other woman, this other person. All right. Or my friend, a friend of yours or something like this. But it's almost like whoever they did this person wasn't even their, this person ain't even their child. It's also giving me Kamala Harris energy here. Because I feel like the devil energy could have also, 13 years ago, the devil energy could have also been secretly married to the Empress or chained to the Empress. Like somebody took somebody's child. They took something far. They did something here. It says Jonathan deceived and imprisoned. Somebody had somebody go against their own family. These are people that like kidnapped a whole clan of people, manipulated their mind or whatever, and brought them back on the team or something like this. So, like, how you mad that your shit is about to be crumbling down? You get what I'm saying? So somebody could be in Morocco getting a house or something like this. And again, there's this person right here, this grandmother. So this could be like, okay, they could have buried this African person that was with this aunt, and I think they had land down in the south somewhere. Somebody could have buried this African person. I don't know why this is also giving me something about like the African dude that was with Portia. But somebody could have, if these African people are like anchor these people out or something because of lack of something thereof, um, it's almost like this, somebody saved this person from this person, buried this African, had a young person take this person out, and then now this person is connected to this grandmother, whoever this boy is. This could be also somebody that does spell work on somebody's family, in order to get them to comply, to let him pretend like or continue to pretend like he is the other person, he is me, or she is me, whoever this is. Because these are not the answer. These are not, do you understand? It's like some kind of alien invasion. And we got a state. So it's something about an estate or taking over an estate, and then we got real here. Because I'm feeling like when I was younger, when this happened, maybe even at these young age, the death could just be that these people had to flee to countries all over the world. Somebody could have been living in Morocco or living somewhere else or something like this for a long time. Um, I'm getting like promissory notes. Some of these clans are just about keepers of the truth, or some truth keepers or something like this. But for some reason, uh, I wouldn't trust this group because it seems as though you got to pass through everybody's hands to get the truth. Obviously it's something that I was not a part of, but somebody was a part of it that was a part of me. And I would not have agreed to be with this part of this group, but somebody had to. Maybe this person didn't think that these people would use this as some type of pawn in the game. They thought that somebody would just be like, oh, such and such's daughter made it out of the fire at 25. Let's go ahead and make sure she get what she need. But when it comes to you, if you're a pretty girl or if you're a person that they want to judge or something, then they're not going to give it to you. They're going to try to make you jump through hurdles for it or something, like a little bitch or a dog or something like this. And I just won't be doing it. So I'll just keep on calling for destruction on massive levels. So that's just how I look at it. Okay. Because it's like, how even whatever this is separate from me, is separate from anything that I know, is separate from my reality. This could also be 1 in 3 years old. Somebody went to jail, or this could be this. I was getting this. I think, who was that dude name? I think that Dirk dude might have been, because that just reminded me of. I wonder if that's that Oscar person. Okay, I don't know. Also, just give me the Takashi energy here. Somebody could have took my spot in Texas, and something bad could have happened with this person. Something bad could have happened to this person. And now, right now, somebody could be in prison because of something. And now this person got this. Okay, stake. A stake in something. Also, getting like steak, because I was just hearing, because this kind of looked like Lyrica, but A1 sauce. Okay, there you got the steak, and then you got your plus one, or your sauce, or who got the juice. Somebody could be also showing themselves like these people are attracted to different things when it comes to us humans. Okay, it's something inside of you that they're attracted to. you know, and these are people you might not even touch in your life, but they've been touching assets and shit like this of somebody's. And you never touch this person, and they're not using it to make their life rich. They're investing your money in people that's going to do things to you and your people to end you and your people, or something like this. Okay, this could also be, again, somebody else should be in prison, not their child. You get what I'm saying? Somebody else should have been in prison at some point in time. Disregard the names. Somebody else was supposed to be in prison at the time. But if you don't know that you're in prison because you're not sitting behind bars like this, you don't know to fight for yourself. And if a group of people and a gang of people know that you're in prison, in an imaginary prison, and you don't, you motherfuckers is crazy, and I'm not. And back the fuck up away from me, because I don't believe in no imaginary prison. But these could be restrictions or something like this that have been put on someone. I won't even begin to play your fucking game. I'll crumble that imaginary fucking whatever you trying to send up over here up and stuff it down your fucking throat in the imagination. Motherfucker be doing imaginary shit and think you about to get some real motherfucking money. And anybody around here talking about imaginary money or Bitcoin and shit, these people is insane anyway. Trying to tell you. People is getting tricked to put their money in something. Now Trifon, Trilon, try somebody here. Okay, Tai, Taiwan, Tai something. Had conceived a design to make himself king of Asia and to take the crown and to stretch out his hand against his king Antiochus, fearing lest Jonathan would not suffer him, but would fight against him. He sought to seize upon him and kill him. So he rose up and came to San. Beth Beetle San or Beth. See, that's why that made me think about Takashi. This person right here, this twin energy in reverse. This could also be somebody is not somebody's woman, or they're not their man, or somebody's not. We shouldn't have to tell somebody who is their wife and who is not, or who is their girlfriend, who is the love of their life and who is not. That's why I say I'm getting Avatar when they went to the water people. This could also be somebody worried about people like your spirit, because they thinking if this person come in, they gonna take it over. Well, if anybody thinking about to control me in some type of way, and God got the strength willing to sit up inside of me to make sure that that's not about to happen with me. You probably can play around with every motherfucking thing else up in this bitch but me. Then you know what I'm saying? Because these people don't know what it's like to really give your shit to God or whatever. They want to try to call you crazy or something like this. Look, the transition already happened. I went to the fear of losing my children or them being molested everywhere they went when they was little, to letting that shit go. I'm here to do what I can for you, whatever like this, and boom. This could also be something about some type of and again, child or not, motherfucker, if I find out somebody went against me, I don't owe your ass shit. So I look at it as God checking people off the roster when it's pertaining to me. I look at God as chopping people off the roster in some type of way. What I mean is when I know I can't feel the same about you no more, that's a sign for me. Whatever system they got going on, it's invasive, it's repetitive, it's mentally fucking ill. And these are the people that will be putting these things on paperwork, sending it in about you. And the whole system that they got rigged right now, that's what it is giving. We don't even have, you notice a lot of people ain't talking about God right now. They trying to keep the little hope or spirit alive of it in their readings, or they might bring it up. I listen to a lot of people talk. The tarot readers have the minds of the people right now. They're the bottom. They're the bottom part. They're the ones that's catching the crumbs from the niggas that's doing the heist and the moving of the shit like this. Point blank. Period. That's why it is how it is right now. That's just could probably be how somebody designed it. If all else fails, radio. You understand? Yeah, somebody ain't dead or something here. Ace of Pentacles, Hierophant. The radio, playing on the radio. Somebody could also be trying to keep a bunch of channels or stations on or open because they don't like what the Ace of Pentacles has to say. Somebody also is taking what the Ace of Pentacles is saying and manipulating it. Stick close to your ancestors right now. This is the alien bitch that manipulate everything. Stick close. They're not your ancestors, people. They're not. The things that you're talking to, this is not your ancestors. It never was, if you really wanted me to tell you, but it's not your ancestors. So these people like this are keeping these people as personal servants or something like this. Reconnection in reverse with the heavens. These people is not able to reconnect with something of a higher power here either because of what they did here. Somebody is changing what I say and making somebody else more. They're making my channel a needle in a haystack. And I'm not even going to ask for people to promote my channel because I don't want to get famous on YouTube. You know, I look at it as the people that was able to understand what I'm saying on this channel and got the light out of it, that they're at a certain part of peace or something in their life and they were able to hear this part of the story or something like this. You know, if that's all I've been doing, you know, for this little bit of time, okay? Um, I've had a decent time doing so. Okay? Yeah. Because some people are coming listening to my channel, you know what I'm saying, with some kind of cruel intentions or something like this. Okay? We got this smile energy. People could be also like disturbing the peace of someone. They don't let the dead rest, but somebody ain't dead and they not letting you rest. They putting weight on somebody doing all this stuff here. All right? Somebody could also be playing around saying, oh, you made it out of that. Let's see you make it out of this. Like somebody, you real special to a group of people. You understand? Typhoon. This could also be a typhoon. What do you call it? It's also people that wanted to deny that somebody was a masculine, so that they would not have some type of obligation to respect somebody like the rest of the masculines. And they're seeing that somebody is not the regular here. In some of these situations you're calling men or masculine, they're not. They're emotional females. And some of these people that you're calling like feminine are actually the logical thinkers or whatever like this here, masculine energy. So people are like, oh, you saying you're a masculine, I'm gonna treat you like, nah, this is just it's a mindset, dude. And get it? It's a mindset that could be triggered by endorphins or something like this because people force you into family members and people use trusted and government members. So this is not regular everyday society people that we're talking about. They're just lost in the sauce. And there's nothing you can do to strip from them to make it as if that's what they're going to be. They built like that. And motherfuckers like you is bothered by that because you not built like that. But you sitting there holding the big toys. You get what I'm saying? That's all. Three of Cups, there's only one baby or one child here, but somebody was trying to put in the mix a whole bunch of people. There's only one son. Somebody could be saying there's three, or there's three women or something here. Also that somebody could have used as women to birth children with, or something like this. This could also be somebody that respects a good, I told you, it could be like the Taliban or the jihad, whichever ones like the children to be lost and turned out on the street so they can give them opportunities, and make them feel like family and bring them into the team. Any gangs around the world that do this or whatever this is, okay? Um, to disturb the peace at home or make it so your parents and stuff. Because that's what I was thinking. They'd be like, oh, we got to sell Tina. We got to sell one of the girls or whatever. And then it's for like just a couple dollars where you only going to be able to survive for another 6 months. The trauma or the whatever that's coming back on these people. I said trauma. Whatever's coming back on these people. God didn't have to tell you it's something wrong with that. Nothing had to tell you that it's something wrong with that. Culture can't tell me that that's okay. What we was talking about with the little girls, the torment and the pain that these people are going to receive, and now they're taking this into the the, the neighborhood of forcing American or natural women that have the right to their freedom, after most women was doing it on their own for so long, and you're going to slither your ass around. Most of these snakes is men, and you're going to slither your ass around her and her children and figure out how you going to get up in the bitches that you didn't abandon, jump ship on. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, that's why can't nobody make it. People could do what they're going to be doing whatever they want to do, but you can't come back in my life after you betray me. If the betrayer police is watching, just don't let them niggas back in. You get what I'm saying? Queen of Wands is saying, I'm not dead, or somebody is not dead, or I'm not the one that's in jail, or I'm not, I'm under the judgment, but I'm not the guilty party here, or something, or I'm under something here. Okay? But believe me, this is some kind of thing that have your name or my name on it. These people stole it or taken it over or something like this, or this, so they think they have. So all these people could be persecuted or killed in one night or overnight type shit because they tried to claim this. We got the DEA is in reverse as well. Okay? It's something like that. Beth San. A lot of this stuff is not physical, guys. I think this is like you either on these frequencies or not, but you could be targeted by them either way. And then I keep on hearing somebody saying, never tell somebody. You never know if you are entertaining or teaching an enemy. Well, it's kind of like, it's not a magician thing, but when you sit there and because somebody obviously didn't want me, the real person, to know about these things, right? And they may be scattered. My riches or something are scattered. So with revealing this information, do you understand how there's always like a little, how you trying to wait for Tom is at the thing waiting for Jerry to come out. He got to wait till he get hungry or something. He got to eventually, because nothing was moving. You've been looking out, scoping out. Yeah, there's no problems. There's no nothing or whatever like this. And then all of a sudden you making noise and you putting out information. Yeah, somebody might be over here, or them niggas be over there hanging out on that side. And then there you go, bloop. It's like fishing. You see the little, oh, I think a fish just almost bit the hook or whatever. The hick. Somebody's name could be Hicks. Somebody's name could be Hicks. But you say something You motherfuckers is gonna get what you gonna get. I don't know about nobody else, but you motherfuckers, that's what they said. Adam and Eve said up in the thing when they took that fruit. They said, "Oh, you're not gonna die," or people be like, "Adam and Eve ate that fruit and they lived a long life." Did they? Did they? Of course they didn't die right. We all seen, read the book. They didn't die right there. He said, "You will surely." So what we saying ain't that serious over here. When you get caught with that bait in your mouth, you in real trouble. It don't matter if it happened right now. You might be like, oh, a year later, like, yeah, we live in a lap of luxury. Oh, I never thought that we would get here. You see what I'm saying? It's coming. And then you just like, oh, nothing. And that's what it is to be a fisher of men. And if I'm releasing the information, there's nothing wrong with the righteous ones using these. This is how the fuck you gonna get yourself back up out of something. But the people that did wrong or something like this, or what I did said, touch my shit, there's nowhere for you to hide. Yeah, I told you they're gonna try to use my Wheel of Fortune to try to sponsor a bunch of these tarot readers. The king can do no wrong is also like, okay, well, if the king can do, that mean that he can play with tarot cards or she can, but the rest of the motherfuckers in the kingdom can't. Because you've been found scrambling my words. Well, I remember I was reading that Bible. I couldn't believe God said, oh, those of you that listen, you saying that you talking to me, you ain't talking to me. And then you sit there and you say those words and manipulate those words like I said. And then I didn't even say none of that. I ain't said none of that. Because this could be a problem. This could be something like this where this is like where you end up, you know, you just better be careful a little bit. Somebody that took on somebody's form here. Something like this. Because this against can incite, this could, whatever they're doing can incite some type of war or something like this here. It can incite, it could be looked at terroristic. Right? Jesus had a situation like this in ancient texts too, about using images and parables, and why you talk to us like that? Because somebody's saying something without saying something. The sips juice energy as well, right? Somebody thinks that they can torment you to. This is like a demon using your husband or your wife's body and telling you you got to sleep with me or something like this, and you ain't got shit from none of this in the first place. This people is crazy, y'all. We just gonna sit there and I'm gonna let you die remembering who the fuck I am. Yeah. So somebody could be sitting this Queen of Wands beneath somebody here. This Queen of Wands is here. I'm not dead. These two people might be going to jail. Sex trafficking children, and this person just a lush that left this person behind to go with this person. I don't know why this person looks so familiar. But this person is touching my money. They could be also trying to trap me and make me some kind of hierophant to speak something to a certain sector of people. But you're gonna always try to keep the populace that I would like to hear the messages at least. Listen to all these other tarots that are manipulating the words and they're not saying it the way that they're supposed to. So the alien women are being more like street savage or whatever. Like these are people here that should be. We got inner vision on the screen. These are. I don't think that these are friends of ours, guys. I think these are battleships that could get shot and shut down. This just how I look at it here. It just is. And I'm not dead. And something about somebody trying to say that they're about to stop taking dick. because somebody ain't dead. I don't know what, well, I don't know what this is. Okay, it's also this pink sips juice. If this person is younger and got this old man, this lush addicted to them, this person got this younger boy. This person be doing something to these girls or something. We got flowers at the. I never noticed these are flowers at the bottom of this cup. Or somebody's on camera. Somebody's being seen on camera doing something. They don't know that there's cameras in there. And then this young person also is doing something here. Luring these pretty girls in or something, and then they end up one of these cups of this juice. And it's all being done behind this alcoholic's back. But what if I say this person could be thinking, oh, I gotta stop fucking men or something. This could be somebody's husband or something. So I'm getting, since something is not real here, now these people are about to be a part of an estate, or I don't know, chariot in reverse. These people are taking like abnormal routes or approaches to getting to these places. These are people using spacecraft or Wakanda in energy here to move around and not get a tower. To take somebody's drip and feed it to the sunflowers. So I could sit here and watch tarot all day, but I do not absorb tarot and use it as a direction module like other people do. There's tarot readers that working for criminals that by them listening to the tarot reader that they're assigned to, they know what crimes to go out there and physically do with their own will. Like, let me get dressed, look cute, go out there, catch me a nigga this weekend, do this or something like this. Or go to the bank and get this money or something. Some of us are not getting that. We're not a part of that. Um, so, you know, it's almost like going to school is like learning, like, motherfuckers can be crafty. Okay. Urban people, I'm not even gonna use black people as the thing. Urban people in general can be very fucking crafty. Somebody so far from their soul tribe or their clan, and that's all right. Um, it would be probably scary, but somebody's also, like I said, getting these little kids to give something. Uh, I don't know. These could be even droppers or poison that's in a dropper. I think I heard of like a news story about that a long time ago. Somebody was putting poison in like a dropper. Like about 3 or 4 years ago, I was taking some. I think even when I went on my last trip by myself, I had this stuff. I was taking some vitamin D or some iron. It was either iron droppers or vitamin D droppers or something like this. And every dropper that I see around the house, I've been on Target looking at it. So I don't know. I was also picking up on droppers, eye drops. Somebody contaminated, excuse me, somebody contaminated somebody's eye drops or something like this. This could also be some people in a heightened something that saw what some people did to somebody. And that's just all I will say. Page of Swords, somebody watching somebody. Something is being about what was going on here. Mm-hmm. Four of Wands. Somebody's not getting away with looting somebody's house or moving in or coming to somebody's house. Because, back in the days, it'd be like, yeah, Sheila was sitting here for 6 weeks or whatever, bitch. Every time I put some money down on the table, that bitch was stealing it. Da, 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 da. But whatever these people are doing, they're moving in your house, using your frequency. When you sleep and they siphoning your energy, your intellectual property. They're also working with people all over the world. Whatever they find in your head as a gold mine by siphoning your brain power or your thoughts or something like this, past, present, or future, it's almost like they have to come and reside through somebody in the house and then work outside the house. And whatever they're stealing from you or me, you don't even know these things exist. It would be something from like a crazy movie like Black Panther, that a world that you did not even fucking know exist or something like this. But somebody is claiming that you did. Oh, she could come home anytime. She just acting stupid, but you was never there. You could. These people have harmed versions of you, but you have not seen these people in I don't know how long. And somebody was trying to act like you were a common person, like you. But this is like somebody trying to say like Little Monsters. That I told y'all that was one of my favorite movies. Okay, when I was little. And that's like somebody saying, you was down here. You was down here doing all that stuff. No, I would be one of the people that they was doing that shit to up here. Like somebody that you've been down here and you played these games with us and everything like this. And now you stuck down here with us forever. And it's like, no, I haven't been down there. Like, I don't even really think any of my living vassals have doubted. You could have found something that was dead already, or it's these people. Like somebody is saying something about someone, and I'm not going to be a part of that. See, because what do you think when people say, "Oh, I joined the gang because I wasn't feeling like this at home"? Well, damn, why you ain't go to your auntie in them house? Why you ain't go? Let's listen to the mindset of that for a second. Why you ain't go hang out with your cousins then? My mom was always working. People usually have the same storyline. Not everybody, but most people have the same storyline. They picked me up. They made me tough. They taught me things. But if you would have stayed in your status, they couldn't teach you nothing. There's nothing that these people would be doing that they could teach you, except for how they work. And then somebody might say, well, you switched up when you became this cop. If you like, no, I don't want to live the street. Like, I'm about to be a cop or something. And then they be like, oh, nigga, you switched up. So, this how relationships fall, between niggas sometimes in the youth, you know. Yeah, I want to use my, if I got this kind of thing, I want to use this for good or something like this. I think, and then, they be like, yeah, we be watching one of the movies like telling you about everybody that's in the street or everybody, yeah, see, little Stevie, back when they was 12 years old, they was homies. But then such and such this happened, and then, he went on and he went to go be a cop. Motherfucker ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? Because of all the shit that they did with each other back in the day. So motherfucker try to take that nigga out. You know how it'd be like a movie that's like being worded like that. So ever since then, you know what I'm saying, Stevie and such just don't see eye and eye on the street. And it'd be little niggas that support this and little niggas that support that. You know what I'm saying? It's something like this. Okay. But the thing is, these are not people that automatically, I was thinking about this earlier too. They go to something else. They don't automatically go within. I swear I said this. I was sitting in a car and I'm like, oh my God. I noticed how many people use that response automatically or naturally. It was a response that I heard it several times in my ear. And I'm like, there's not, that many people that don't use that particular response. And I cannot remember what it was. I was like, I'm going to bring it up in the video. Which makes me think is triggering. This is like trickery and triggering. So this is what I'm getting. Somebody trying to force lifestyles, and I kept on hearing even the ones that pierce me, and then I looked up, well, what does pierce actually really mean? And then I seen what pierce means. And then I said, oh, this means forcing the moves on somebody to move in a certain direction or luring them, or a community, beating down on the back of a boy, and then one day, and then they got them so far out, they like, oh, it's the government, it's the police. No, it's your motherfucking village, because we stopped seeing the village to raise a child on a physical, but they have been using elements behind the scenes or technology or warfare or weaponized individuals to do it just fine and go under the radar. You understand? People that we call family and shit like that. Now maybe these people were able to buy up their family members and purchase their family members and put them in like a little family unit or something like this after so-called slavery. But everybody didn't get the memo. Everybody didn't get picked. So somebody sitting in my estate right now got the nerve to pick everybody else but me. And you think that, but God already showed you it's me, right? Okay, well, you know, as long as I got food in my belly, you know what I'm saying? It's also giving me like somebody like, well, you need to do it the way we did it, or now do you realize that's not your child, or that's not your this, or that's not your. It's somebody's responsibility here. I don't know. Somebody's doing something weird here, right? And I'm telling you, whoever this is with these cups or something. See, these make me think about some windows or something like this. Pella, Pele. They were coming in trying to talk about doing my windows or something like this. I'm like, no. After I thought about it, I'm like, what my person said, no. I'm just like, yeah, a coup. Somebody could have been Paige or Pegasus. Somebody could have been trying to, this blue person, deep blue water. Somebody could have been trying to stage a coup. Also, something about some droppers around Christmas time. I think the Jean Benet thing happened around Christmas time. This is also something here. Like I told you, when you was around places, these is people that looked at you like, we could be okay if the bitch was here or not. But they really was siphoning your energy and loving it. You know, so somebody somebody is forcing me or you to the life that they wanted. They wish that now they wish that they would have had you around. Now they wish, or they didn't say nothing when they was around you. They wanted to marry you or wanted to give you an offer. But now all of a sudden somebody's trying to go back in time. Girl, somebody doing some goofy shit. But this is making me think when somebody was little, because I keep on hearing, oh, well, not it's the one that was sitting right next to me, Lord. That's who did something to me. I just feel like somebody is like, I don't know. Cause like I'm on here talking and somebody like, I already know what they did. I already know. I already know. And somebody just moving in silence. Mm-hmm. I feel like these conjurers, there's also people conjuring up thoughts and memories or bad thoughts or something in somebody's mind. Hopefully, excuse me, they're yours. This could be like the floodgates. Somebody was trying to restrict information from running through their mind because they know people is watching. And I feel like something emotional is happening to somebody, and something is flooded, like some blood flow. I'm just seeing psh, like a blood thing bust or something like this, a blood vessel or something, and something is going in the other direction now or something like that. We got Shay bees. This could be swarm energy. Again, somebody named Shay could be somebody could have bought these bitches cars, meaning bought them people to house their bodies so they can get away with murder. Okay, and so you got the hangman here. This person could be hanging this man out to dry. Um, these are also like something to do with like BDS, whatever you call it, dominatrixy kind of people or something. I also feel like you could be dealing with somebody and the way that y'all dealt with each other was kind at some point in time or some type of way. And now, I don't know, um, somebody is used to being abused or something, or I don't know, y'all. This is so weird. It's like people leaving the house, going willfully into their abuser's arms, and then um, at work, instead of work or something like this, instead of getting out of a situation. I don't know. Somebody is offering themselves up or something like it's just very strange. Okay. Because if somebody has like a sex fetish or something, that doesn't necessarily mean that they love the person more than you. It's just something that this person does to them sexually. It drives them crazy, and somebody could lose themselves, in a situation like this. But to each his own. I don't give a fuck about. I feel like in this season right here about anything like that because this ain't even gonna be the same by the time next year. So I can't see, you know, being really mad. I can't see settling. I can't see a lot of people like, well, bitch, that's what you're doing. That's what you think I'm doing. Mind your business now. Mind your business now. So we can have these energies here. This could be like, this is the cutting the grass, this is the cutting the grass, masculine. Um, I used to have in Kenosha and briefly in this house for the first, well, I don't know. I'll just say in Kenosha. And this could be this energy, an appetizer, somebody served up as a snack. You could be one of them people that they put on one of them tables in their parties. Um, you know, um, okay, you could have been somebody's prisoner or something like this. Both of these people could be messed up, or this could be like Epstein, you know, and then you got the Eight of Swords here. Um, Somebody else is being pent up on something. But again, this is making me think that again, both of these people is innocent. The real people that was doing this shit. Yeah, it Ten of Swords after they tried to cut me out and whatever is the come. Ooh, it's Kamala and them. Because if JD Vance is Derek and Kamala is Sophia, and if these people think that they're going to, yeah, because somebody got their skin turned white here, okay, they could have been after a death or something like this, okay, um, but if this is what this is, somebody crazy as hell. Also, I was getting the Jergens, the Jamila Jergens. She look a lot. She got the same heart-shaped face as my daughter. I never even really spoke to this girl in school, and so I'm wondering how these people. Now, these might be aliens. Do you understand what I'm saying? Um, these may be straight aliens here. This person was not the most prettiest person, but they were very popular. Was not the skinniest person either. They was very popular amongst, peers or amongst people in that class. This could also be somebody like I get what I want or I control this town. That could be one of those that like that one witch from that movie that the guy needed help and she helped the guy, but he soon found out he was in trouble and he needed to get out of there because this lady could shut down the whole town with her energy, some type of power surge or something like this. Hold on one second, y'all. Yeah, somebody can't take somebody's man. And this could be some people that have been doing this for like 20, 30 years from school. I'm seeing 20, 31, 31 years somebody's been doing something. 13, 31, 1 year. Hold on one second.